Great day, great day. This is Tome Johnson, Tome Johnson, and I'm one of Lucy's kids. Before there was Bebe kids, there was Lucy's kids. Bebe kids didn't have nothing on Lucy's kids. If there was something to get into it, we was in it. For those of you that don't remember Bebe kids, it was best remembered from an animated TV series of these three little African American kids that used to go with their auntie and their cousin on dates with the boyfriend of the auntie. He'd take them to amusement parks and restaurants and they'd tear up things. But Bebe kids didn't have nothing on Lucy's kids. My mom had 8 children. When my dad left, I was 9 years old. The last 5 of us was boys. The last 6 of us was between 4 and 14 years of age. My mom worked from too early to too late at Wilberforce University. She was a cafeteria line worker. She made less than $2 an hour. But she taught me I had to believe. You see, when I was a baby, I had pneumonia, and they said I wouldn't make it. I'd die. If I got it again, I got it 3 more times. I was so sickly, my mom said to keep me busy, she just put me in the bed with the money. And she just let a little money give me the bank, I'd count the money. And if anybody took any, I'd cry. And even when my brothers and sisters tried to take some and just put a little bit back, I still cried till they put every penny back. I wonder what my mom said to me during those days when I was sick, because my mom taught me to believe. No matter what happened, she taught me to believe. You see, I wasn't a scared child. So at an early young age, I ended up on the streets. I mean, we were poor. We lived next to the wine store. As a matter of fact, many of my mentors was winos at one time. They weren't normal guys though. Johnny Johnson was the valedictorian in my mom's high school class. But I'm not bragging about those times. I am talking about believing during those times, believing when nobody believed in me. I was the only one light-skinned with gray eyes in them last 6 kids. The only boy light-skinned and gray eyes. I was too light to be black and too dark to be white. But I grew up in a place to where there was holy ground. There was ground. It was Wilberforce University is in Greene County, and Central State University, and my mom is from Wilberforce, and I grew up in Xenia, and it was so important to the freedom of slaves that there was 7 stops on the Underground Railroad, and it was a place to where if you didn't have anything to eat, anything physical to eat in your belly, you did have something in your mind. Because somebody was there to tell you, you can make it, you can believe, no matter what happened. So I'm here to say the same thing to you. You see, it wasn't long ago when people said I wouldn't make it. When I was a young age, my 19-year-old cousin died up shooting up with a dirty needle. He was my boy. And everybody thought that would be my fate. They thought that I would die the same way Brian died. As a matter of fact, they thought I'd die many times. Even when I wasn't trying to die, it seemed like people was trying to help me die. I was poisoned at one time, and I almost died in my sister's backyard. And it was amazing because, see, we grew up a lot of times without lights in our house. And so we didn't have lights. When it was time to go to school, I had to take and put my pants between my mattress and my box springs to iron them. Till I got a little bit older, then I said, no, I don't want to do that. And so I started going and turning the light meter on before it was time to go to school. And I turned it off. You know, we'd iron our clothes and I'd turn it back off. As a matter of fact, they started putting locks on the meters because of the fact that I was actually the one stealing the lights. And they came and they tried to charge my mom. I said, no, I'm doing that. No, that's what I did. They couldn't charge me. And so they let it go. But these hardships was good in some ways because, see, we lived across the street from my sister at one time, And we didn't have no lights. And so all of us were staying at my sister's house. And I was like boys that live in small towns and that don't have much to do and no supervision. We were drinkers and smokers. And someone actually put something in my drink. And I was young. I was only 14, 15. Like I said, I grew up next to the wine store. And I almost died that day. And if I would have just went to our house where there was no lights and gas and laid down, the doctor said I would have died, but they took me to the hospital and they pumped my stomach and they did all the things they do and they saved me. And through all this, many people said, oh, it don't matter. He's not going to make it. He's like the rest of them. He's just one of them Lucy's kids. Just forget about him. But my mom saw something in me. And so she constantly encouraged me to do good, to use my mind. And she put me with people who use their minds at the university, like Joe Lewis. And Dr. Lewis, he nicknamed me Java Junkie. It's funny, he nicknamed me Java Junkie. Java in Swahili means caffeine. He nicknamed me this because I used to drink up all his coffee. And I think he thought I liked coffee. I hated the taste, but I'd be up all night on the corner. And the next morning I had to go to Upper Bound. And so I had to be awake, so I drink his coffee to stay awake. But this developed a relationship between me and him. And he started to teach me. And he started to teach me to believe in me. You see, the greatest thing you can believe in is yourself. Everybody wants to do a motivational speech. Everybody wants to tell you how to get down. But when you're standing in the park alone, when you don't have no money, when you're trying to get up, when your wife left you, when your kids are wondering what you're doing, when people don't believe in you, you got to believe in yourself. Because whether you're on top or you're on the bottom, there's going to always be somebody to talk about you. And the easiest way to stay focused is to stay in the moment. My name is Tome Johnson. Tome Johnson. To me, Johnson, I speak first. In order to stay in the moment, in order to live in these times, through hard times, through ups and downs, I created certain rituals. I learned to take my day. My days was always filled with worry. What we gonna eat? Are the police gonna come get me tomorrow for that bag I sold yesterday? What about that dude I ripped off? Is that joker gonna come and I'm gonna have to go at it with him and I don't have my thing with me, I don't have my strap because I had to pawn it because I ain't had no money? Worried about yesterday. Fretting tomorrow. Yet my mom told me to live one day at a time. I used to be so worried about eating, just the basics of life, eating. We could have Thanksgiving dinner and I'd still be worried about what we're going to eat tomorrow. And if they said, oh, Tommy, we can make some hash and we can make them sandwiches with the turkey. And then I'd say, well, what about day after tomorrow? She taught me to live one day at a time. And there's certain rituals that I took on, that I take on to this day, that keeps me grounded. I take my day before my day takes me. And you should take your day too. Pre-day. Before you start your day. Pray, read, and exercise. I don't care what you pray to. But pray to be good. And practice being good. And perceive yourself being good. Good. G-O-O-D. I'm sure there's a lot of ways to define it, but be good. Pray, read, and exercise. Pre-day. Take your day before your day takes you. Pray. Read something good. If you're listening to an audio book, make it something good. Forget Facebook in the morning. Forget somebody lying on Instagram. Most people are just parroting and saying things from other people. Read the damn book. The average person don't read a book a month, a book a year. Read a book. Read. If it's an audio book, fine. But read the right audio. Listen to the right audio books. Get the right audio books. Those that help you develop mindfulness. Those that help you get a good growth mindset. And read and relax and receive the knowledge you get. And when you take your day, pre-day, eat something good. Most people don't drink water. Start with a glass of water, a shot glass of water. Drink it every day. Eat a piece of fruit and enjoy it. Don't do nothing else. Don't think about going to work. Be in the moment. Think about how the fruit tastes in your mouth, how the water tastes, how it went down your throat. Enjoy it.